It says prove that 2 cosec 2a minus cot a is equal to tan a. Yeah. Now, firstly, what do we do? Well, you can choose any side. I always choose the left. I mean, you don't have to, but yeah, there's more to work with here on the left anyway. Yeah. So firstly, cosec. What is cosec equal to, guys? Fantastic, guys. It's 1 over sine. So do you guys agree there's a 2 there? This is 2 over sine 2a. Do you guys agree? Yeah. And then what is cot equal to? 1 over tan, for sure. Cot is equal to 1 over tan. Is that the only thing it's equal to? Fantastic, Olo. So tell me it's also cos over sine. Now, I'm in an exam. I can choose either one of these to put inside. Which one am I going to choose? Do you guys think? Exactly. Why am I going to choose the second one? Because I've got a sign in the denominator, right? The aim is to try and prove that I get that. So even though, all right, I'm going to have cos A over sine A, yeah? Even though obviously the angles aren't the same, it's near enough, right? Tan is like way off the mark. Does that make sense? So when you're doing identities and show that to you, you're basically just trying to bring things together. You want to get as, yeah, that's the thing I'm looking to say. You want to get as few trigonometric expressions as possible because the more different types of expressions you have, the more jumbled up it becomes. Yeah. So I'm here, right? What do I do from here, guys? Any other identities that come to mind? Fantastic, Colin was to tell me the double angle, sine 2a. What is sine 2a equal to, guys? Fantastic. Well done. 2 sine a cos a. Yeah. So I get that there. And then now I can say this is 2 over 2 sine a cos a. Like that. Yeah. So I'm here. Cos A over sine A. Now, whenever you're dealing with these types of questions, you always want to essentially combine the denominators, right? So I can cancel it too, but I'll just leave it there for now. What I can do is say, well, what would the common denominator be? Well, they both got a sine A, right? I need to make this 2 sine A cos A like that one. I need to make this one the same as that. So I'm going to do it on another step here. So it's going to be 2 over 2 sine A cos A minus, and then I want the same thing, 2 sine A cos A. Now, what's happened here? How have I gone from there to there? Well, I've times by 2 cos A, haven't I? So I have to do it on the top. So that's going to be 2 cos squared A. Do you guys agree? Yeah. And then now we can say that because they've got the same denominator, we can combine them over 2 sine A cos A. Like that. And then what can I do from here? What are we trying to find, by the way? We're trying to show that, remember, have always have you're trying to show tan A. We know that tan is sine over cosine. Yeah. So we need a sine, we need a cosine. So what can I do? Well, firstly, if I take out that two, I can cancel. I mean, you don't have to take out to cancel it, but it's always just good practice anyway, like that. And then I've got 2 sine A and then cos A, like that. Goodbye, goodbye. I've got 1 minus cos squared A over sine A cos A, right? What's 1 minus cos squared equal to, guys? Exactly. Fantastic, guys. It's sine squared, isn't it? So it's sine squared A over sine A cos A, like that. Goodbye, goodbye. Sine A over cos A, which is equal to tan A, as required. Make sense? Anybody get that correct? Yeah? Anyone do it differently, or we all did it like this? I can't even see how you would do it any different way, to be fair. There probably is though. But but yeah. Cool. So that's part A. I cancelled the two straight away, to be honest. Yeah, yeah. To be fair, I don't know why I was hanging on to it. Maybe I just like even numbers. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Perfect. Brilliant. Yeah, let's do part B. We'll just do it quick. Well, not too quick, obviously. I'll make sure you guys get it. So it says, hence solve for theta between 0 and pi over 2, these two expressions here. So what have we shown, by the way? We've shown that these two are the same, yeah? So for part I, at least anyway, right? What is the connection? They look odd, they look very similar. Do you guys agree? The only problem for me is that, well, the angle's not A anymore, it's theta. But look at the multiples of angles. That's a 4 theta. That's a 2 theta. Yeah. So if I use the identity, if I wrote 2 cosec, sorry, of 4a, right, minus cot of 2a, then that is going to be identical to what, guys? Exactly. Well done, Josh. Right? It's going to be tan 2a. Yeah. So with that being said, this here, I'll write this here, 2 cosec 4 theta minus cot 2 theta has to be equal to, I'll write like this actually, it's going to be equal to tan 2 theta. Do you guys agree? Everybody happy with that? Yeah. So instead of solving that equal to root 3, we're actually just solving tan 2 theta is equal to root 3. Yeah. And it's between 0 and pi over 2. So if that's the case, let me just get this going quickly. Pi over 2. The angle is 2 theta. So let me times through by 2. That means when I solve this here, I just need to look for angles between 0 and pi. Yeah. So if I do the tan inverse of that, tan inverse, my calculator is in, what is it? It's pi, radians, isn't it? Calculator is in radians. The tan inverse of root 3 is equal to pi over 3. So 2 theta is equal to pi over 3, which is in between 0 and pi. How do we get the next values of pi or the values before it? What do we do? We add or take away pi. Thank you very much, Joshua. So do you guys agree that this is going to be the only one in range? Because if I add pi onto pi over 3, I'm going to go outside this. If I take it away, it's going to be less than 0. So there's only going to be that solution. Do you guys agree? Yeah. So that way, theta is going to equal pi over 6. That's it. Do you guys agree? Yeah. Good stuff. Next one. Solve tan theta plus cot theta is equal to 5. What do we do here, do you guys think? This one's a little different, in my opinion. What do you guys think we do here? Tan theta plus cot theta is equal to 5. Let me write that. Tan theta plus cot theta is equal to 5. The question said hence. So we need to use this identity here. Which equation? This one? Do we rearrange this one? Is that what you're asking? Did you say the original question? This one? Yes. Good. Well done. Because if you look at it, stare at it, right? We've got a tan and a cot. They're being added here. If this is an identity, just like, for example, sine squared, a plus cos squared a, right, is equal to 1, you can rearrange this to get another identity. Sine squared a is equal to 1 minus cos squared a. It's the same thing here. They've got tan plus cot. You could add cot and you could say, well, that just means then that 2 cosec of 2a is equal to tan a plus cot a. Do you guys agree? Yeah. So that being said, we could actually say then that this here is just the same as 2 cosec 2 theta. Everyone happy with that? Yeah. And then from here, we can just easily solve this. So divide by 2, cosec 2 theta is equal to 5 over 2. Cosec is the same as 1 over sine. So you can just literally flip them. Say sine 2 theta is equal to 2 over 5. And what I've done there is just this. I've done 1 over sine 2 theta, right? Because that's the same as cosec is equal to 5 over 2. And then if you cross multiply, you're going to get 2 is equal to 5 sine 2 theta. And then you divide by 5. Yeah, but you don't have to do all of this. You can just literally flip them. Does that make sense? Yeah, good. So now we can solve this then. So let's do that. 2 theta is going to be the sine inverse of 2 over 5. So I'll put it in the calculator and see what we get. Sine inverse of 2/5 is going to equal 0.411, blah, blah, blah. What is it? 5, 1, yeah. Now, what is it? We want theta to be between 0 and pi. That's fine. How do we get the next value, guys, of theta when we're dealing with sine? What's the rule? Exactly, Bianca. 180 minus theta. Yeah. Yeah, so that's correct, Oliver Satemi. When you've got your two values, right? Then you just add or subtract 2 pi because of the periodicity. Yeah, but remember, just from the symmetry, remember the sine graph is like that. You can get the other one. This is one of them. The other one's there. So you do 180 minus the principal value. In this case, we're dealing with radians. 180 is pi in radians, so it's going to be pi minus that one. Yeah. And then once you've got these two, then you could say, well, the next one, you're going to add 2 pi onto there. The next one is going to be added on 2 pi onto there and then take away 2 pi. Yeah. But before that, do the 180 minus or pi minus, depending on what degree mode you're in. Does that make sense, guys? Everybody happy with that? Yeah. So with that being said, then we can actually answer the question. So let me just delete these quick. And that's fine. It's only going to be these two because it's between 0 and pi, right? Right? Yeah. So between 0 and pi. So putting that in is going to be what have I got in my calculator? I have got that number there. So I may as well do that one quickly. Let me do, oh, you know what I do actually? I need to be better at the calculator. I'll put myself there. Now that's so weird. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do pi minus answer, and I get that one there. So it's gonna be those two. Yeah. And then I'm gonna divide it by two. So 2 theta is gonna equal 0.41151, blah, blah, blah. And then over, and then the next is gonna be 2 point what? 73. So theta is just gonna be those divided by two. So I'll do that one divided by two. Hold on. I know what to do. Let me zoom out. Zoom out a little bit like that. And then put the calculator there. And then, yeah, that's perfect. All right, perfect. Okay, so answer divided by two is going to be that one there, which is going to be 1.365. And then this one here is going to be equals. I've got that number stored divided by two. It's going to be 0.206. I don't know what degree of accuracy they wanted it to, though. What the accuracy did they want it to? Three significant figures. So that's gonna be that one's fine. That's gonna be 1.37, isn't it? Yeah, 1.37. So that's gonna be 0.206, 1.37. And that's it.